Welcome to Camperdown Wildlife Centre. I study zoo animal behaviour and welfare at Dundee and Angus College, and I have been working alongside Camperdown Zoo to create a piece of enrichment for the Asian small-clawed otters. But before I get into that, let's see how zoos have evolved. Evolution of zoos. Zoos began as a form of entertainment for humans with no thoughts of the animals' health and welfare. Through time, zoos have become more about the animals and the conservation of the species rather than the benefit to humans. Zoos have significantly improved with new legislation and requirements which are providing the animals with the best quality of life. Zoos have to follow strict welfare legislation rules, with the 5 freedoms being a part of that. What are the 5 freedoms? The 5 freedoms are the rules that were put in place to ensure animals kept within captivity had enough mental and physical stimulation. The 5 freedoms include freedom from hunger and thirst. Keepers must always ensure animals kept within captivity have the correct amounts and types of both food and water. Freedom from discomfort. This includes environment, correct temperatures and enough space for the animals. Freedom from pain, injury and disease. This is achieved through vaccinating animals and providing correct treatments. Freedom from fear or distress. This is accomplished through maintaining a good mental health for the animals and providing suitable enrichment. Freedom to express normal behaviours. The animals should have enough room to stretch, play, run and jump. They should also be able to interact or avoid same other animals that may be housed with them. Where did the 5 freedoms originate? The 5 freedoms were created in 1965 by Britain's Farm Animal Welfare Council. Originally, the freedoms listed that the animals must have the freedom to stand up, lie down, turn around, groom themselves and stretch their limbs. This was known as the Bramble Report. The freedoms were then broadened to establish a more accurate list of the animals' needs. Animal welfare in association with current zoo licensing legislation. The Zoo Licensing Act 1981. The Zoo Licensing Act 1981 ensures that animals kept within zoos will be provided with an adequate environment and an opportunity to express normal behaviours as seen out within the wild. The Dangerous Wild Animal Act 1976. The Dangerous Wild Animal Act ensures that people who keep wild animals are not putting the public at risk. The person who holds the licence has the authority to enter the premises during reasonable time to make sure they are following all rules and regulations. Current national advice or policy on zoo welfare practice. WAZA, IAZA, BIAZA and DEFRA all have an impact on how zoos operate. WAZA, World Association of Zoos and Aquaria. WAZA was founded in 1935 with almost 400 members to this day and counting. WAZA govern all organisations including BIAZA, IAZA and DEFRA. WAZA's objective is to ensure the support and conservation of wildlife species and their habitat. Their aim is to provide good animal husbandry for animals living in captivity. They promote high standards of care within zoos and aquaria. IAZA, European Association of Zoos and Aquaria. Founded in 1992, IAZA educate European citizens on the conservation of wildlife animals and provide research on animals' biodiversity conservation. They expect high standards of care and breeding of the animals kept within zoos and aquariums. BIAZA, the British and Irish Association of Zoos and Aquariums. Founded in 1966, BIAZA are the the frontline of research and education of wild animals. They want members to educate public on the conservation and protection of wildlife animals. DEFRA, Department of Environment, Food and Rural Affairs. Formed in 2001, they support world-leading farms and food industries. The role of a zookeeper. The roles of a zookeeper include maintaining record systems such as ZIM's European Slipouts and European Endangered Species Programmes, supporting the welfare of the animals, maintaining hygiene by cleaning out the animals' enclosures, following the 5 freedoms, educate visitors on conservation and welfare, and help with conservation and research. SIMS, Zoological Information Management System. SIMS is a database used for the conservation of species. SIMS involves studbooks which holds information such as animals' breeding history, sex, age and biological history. SIMS is used worldwide by zoo and veterinary professionals. SIMS is a central database. Good and poor welfare standards. Good welfare standards include plenty of enrichment, suitable enclosure, correct food and nutrition, exhibit the 5 freedoms, correct levels of human interaction, keepers' knowledge up to date, and a natural enclosure as much as possible. Bad welfare includes uncharacteristic behaviours, unnatural enclosures, for example using concrete for animals such as elephants, lack of enrichment, overcrowding, incorrect diet, lack of knowledge of the species within the zoos, and poor hygiene. The Asian small-clawed otter's diet. Asian small-clawed otters are a carnivorous species, meaning their diet is made up of purely meat. In the wild, their diet is made up of crustaceans including crabs, crayfish and shrimp. They also eat fish and are known to eat insects, small mammals, frogs and snakes. In captivity, keepers will tend to successfully mimic their diet they would consume in the wild by feeding otters fish and crustaceans. The otters may also be fed dry kibble and boiled eggs to meet nutritional requirements that they may lack with being kept in captivity. The otters at Camden Zoo are fed 4 times a day on a diet consisting of fish, The otters at Camden Zoo are fed 4 times a day on a diet consisting of fish, mice, chicks and mince. Uncharacteristic behaviours, also known as stereotypies, can occur in animals kept within captivity. They are described in 2 different ways: repetitive invariant behaviours without apparent immediate function, and repetitive behaviours caused by the animal's repeated attempts to adapt to its environment or by dysfunction of the central nervous system. Uncharacteristic behaviour shown in captive carnivores can be pacing. This is most known in lions. This is a repetitive behaviour where the lion will pace back and forth repeatedly. This can arise from lack of space in their enclosure or lack of mental and physical stimulation. Pacing can also be a result of pre-feeding anticipation. Uncharacteristic behaviours shown in captive herbivores. Oral uncharacteristic behaviours can be seen in herbivores such as an elephant. Head bobbing, tongue rolling, or repeatedly biting objects such as enrichment that may be placed in their enclosure can be an uncharacteristic behaviour. This is due to the inability to forage as they naturally would. Aggression can also be seen in captive herbivores. This can be caused by poorly placing their prey next to their predators, which can lead to the prey lashing out due to fear. uncharacteristic behaviour seen in captive otters can be pre-feeding anticipation, which is seen in otters in captive zoo. This can occur when feeding times of the otters are unaltered, although the uncharacteristic behaviours can be seen when hand-rearing wild animals. The behaviours seen can be aggression, becoming overly dependent on humans, isolation, unsocial behaviours, sexual confusion, and many more. This may cause a problem when introducing the hand-reared animals into a group of their species, as they may not perform their natural behaviours as the others do. There are many ways uncharacteristic behaviours can manifest in captive wild animals, which can include stress leading to problems such as self-trauma, inability to perform natural behaviours such as foraging, lack of enrichment to provide mental and physical stimulation, lack of space causing route tracing behaviours or pacing behaviours, and inappropriate pairings, for instance keeping a social animal solitary leading to a manifestation of stress behaviours. Zookeepers can prevent behaviours taking place by ensuring animals have enough enrichment to keep them entertained, providing the animals with the ability to perform natural behaviours, providing appropriate pairings, supplying enough space, and making sure all needs of the animals are met. Throughout this course I have been studying the behaviours of the Asian small-clawed otters, Flo, Pebbles and Brian. Flo, Pebbles and Brian are all siblings and show a close relationship. Before the enrichment was made, a welfare examination was carried out on the otter's enclosure. The welfare inspection revealed that the otters were provided with good welfare, however we felt there was a lack in enrichment. Through further investigation we found out that Brian, the otter, is having issues with his sight. Due to this, keepers have restricted the amount of enrichment to prevent any bumping hazards for Brian. This was taken into consideration when designing and building the enrichment. Ethograms were then carried out to monitor the otter's behaviours. The ethograms revealed that the otters were exhibiting a behaviour known as pre-feeding anticipation. Pre-feeding anticipation is where the animals will show behaviours such as pacing or vocalisation around feeding times. This can be a result to unstaggered feeding times. In the otter's circumstances, they become very vocal around feeding times and will cry at visitors and keepers passing by in the hopes for food. This is the behaviour we're hoping to eliminate. We had planned to place the foraging box in the otter's pool. However, after further discussion we had went against the idea. We felt it would be more beneficial to have the enrichment on land, as the Asian small-clawed otters spend the least amount of time in the water out of the otter species. We had placed the enrichment in the corner where they would typically sit to prevent them avoiding it. We had to take Aoife Grant's post-enrichment to record any differences in the behaviours. With comparing data from before and after the enrichment, we had seen that the vocalisation had dramatically decreased, meaning the enrichment was a success. Thank you for listening to my documentary, and I hope you enjoyed